before we go to Neil's topics, I want to talk a little bit about the economy. I think there has been a problem with Democrats and the economy for a very long time. I'm going to give you some interesting facts here. During the Obamacare debate, I watched the fights on TV. I watched the misrepresentations that the right was making on TV about Obamacare, about our healthcare system, about our economy, about communism, socialism, and the whole works. I watched it and I got so upset. I am here. I am a businessman. I had a software company and I'm watching this debate. I had to pay my health insurance for the whole family because as a sole proprietor, you don't get the benefits of that businesses, corporations get with healthcare. You don't get the benefits of only paying half of Social Security. So as a small business, I paid my entire Social Security bill, 15 point something percent, 14 point something percent. 12 point something percent. I paid my entire Medicare taxes, 3 point something percent. I had to pay the full bill. There were times when my medical bill was over near $20,000 when deductibles and the premiums were included, etc. Having a wife with lupus and a daughter with a few issues as well. Well, then she didn't have those issues, but it was costing north of $20,000 for a year for insurance and all of that as a sole proprietor. So I understood as a small businessman how things really work deep on the inside. The benefits corporations got and all of that. So when we started talking about a universal healthcare system that's affordable, that you cannot be denied, I said my wife has lupus, so that created pre-existing conditions and a lot of issues. I said, great, we're going to finally have healthcare that other countries have that makes it available for everybody. And I watched the debate and I watched how it was horrendously marketed by Democrats. Because how could you allow the right to turn something good, something magnanimous, something that helped people into something that was bad? But they are so good at it, they were able to do it. So you know what I did? I've always been an activist, but I even got deeper into activism. But as a businessman, as somebody who sold software to just about everybody, government and private sector, I developed software for both of them. I couldn't really be a face. So I started to blog as an anonymous kind of a person. And finally, there are a lot of things that happened. But I said, you know what? I'm going to write a damn book about this stuff. And wrote a book called As I See It, Class Warfare, the Only Resort to Right-Wing Doom. Why did I do that? Because I felt the news media were screwing you because they weren't telling you the truth about healthcare. Not only was the news media screwing you, the politicians on both sides were screwing you. We had the Republicans trying to tell you that somehow getting a good health care was socialism. And you had some blue dog Democrats on the other side trying to say we want to have good universal health care, but somehow the private sector could do a good job by taking your money from you. That's how we got things like Medicare Advantage and all that crap. So I wrote the book, and in the process, I had to learn a whole lot about the different presidents and their economic systems, etc., what they did, etc. And what I found out was how horrendous Reaganism really was and what it did to the budget and what it did for the semblance of prosperity. You take a look at what Reagan did, 16 million jobs created, what Clinton did, 21 million jobs created, what Carter did, 10 million jobs created in one administration, but that's a different story. But it always turned out this way, folks. Republicans with supply side economics come in, screw the economy up. The Democrats come in with Keynesian economics, fix the economy. But in the process of fixing the economy, people have to go through certain pains before the economy gets fixed. Then Republicans come back in based on the previous economy and say, look at what they did, even though what they did was fix the economy. So it turns out to be that constantly Democrats come in after a shattered economy, fix it, but pay the price for what it took to fix the economy. Biden came in and made a little thing a bit different. He didn't do an Obama. Obama did a slight, how should I say? Obama didn't go bat Keynesian crazy, but Biden went bat Keynesian crazy. And when Biden went bat Keynesian crazy, and look up the word Keynesian economics, what he did was he prevented for the first time a recession to occur to blow the inflation created by the corporate sector. It was magic. It proved that Keynesian economics work. And in the process, the best economy on the Western side in the world is the United States economy right now. And finally, the Wall Street Journal comes out today and says, whoever wins the election have inherited the best economy. Now, look, there are some caveats here. It is still capitalism, and it still means that the economy is not distributed correctly to those who actually earn. But the economy in the aggregate is the best economy in the Western world, bar none. Bar none. And we did it by forcing inflation down because the corporate sector was scared into it down, as well as some fiscal policies. And not only did we do that, but it was done without a recession that every economist said would have occurred. But no, Biden went full Keynesians, brother. Spend like a dog. Not like a dog. Dogs don't spend, but spend. But he did it. He did it with AOC and all these guys pushing him in the back, saying, hey, guy, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. And even though he's a bit more moderate, it's like, okay, we got to do it. We got to do it. He did it. Folks, you are listening to a Donald Trump and his people talk about how bad the economy is, and the mainstream media is taking that and running with it and making it seem like it's true. You keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again, and people believe it. Look at the numbers. We have never, ever seen in this country, not even since the Depression, a recovery that occurred after what Trump left in 2020. Yeah, Biden shouldn't have run again because Biden is in fact too old. But if Biden was a younger person, Biden should have won that election would have won with flying colors, saying, I built back an economy. I did it with Keynesian economics. I did it by rebuilding American infrastructure. I did it by making sure all these things came back. I am not a lover of Biden, but Biden has been the best progressive to progressives ever. No other president claiming to be progressive have been more progressive than Biden. And he saved conservatives. He saved progressives. He saved everybody by going out and pushing these policies. That is a statement of fact that can be corroborated, verified. It's in the numbers. And those of you that are going out voting, and I can't tell you who to vote for, but I can tell you what will happen if you vote a particular way. Anybody who votes for increasing tariffs across the board, as is suggested, is voting to destroy all that was fixed. Anybody voting to further cut taxes for the undeserving is voting to blow the economy again. Anybody voting to support these things, you are voting to shoot yourself in the foot. Now, a lot of people know this intrinsically, and a lot of people know this. But you know what? There are some other forces that Wilkerson has spoken about that I can't go into because we don't have the time. We're in fund drive right now. But I'll probably play that on Friday when Brother Aquino isn't here, because we must give Aquino his time. But brothers and sisters, vote wisely. Don't vote on stupidity. Vote wisely. Vote wisely. The foundation has been laid. The Wall Street Journal themselves, which I don't particularly like, but they've said whoever inherits the economy, this economy is inheriting a strong economy. You can either keep it going forward or you can blow it. And that's in your hands. The voters, that's in the hands of the voters right now.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.